Hello Gun Nation, Big Johnson coming at you. Alright, we are going to talk about the CZ P-10C kind of versus the P-07. And if you're considering getting one of these, which I've had a lot of questions, which one do I like better, which one should I get, things like that, we're going to kind of go over some things to help you make your decision. And it's going to be up to you. I'm not going to tell you which one to buy. I actually like them both, but for kind of different reasons. And I'll kind of go over some things like that with you. Whichever one you decide to buy, I'm sure you're going to be happy with. But here you go. Both of these guns are not stock. Both of the triggers are completely 100% stock. The outside cosmetics, stippling on this one, Cerakote of course. The factory stippling on this one, Cerakote, and we'll kind of go over the comps and the dots. Neither one of these guns came dotted. I actually had them milled and put the Holosun 507C. It is the older model. I've had these guns for a long time, and we'll go over some things. What's funny is the CZ P-10C was actually an urban gray factory model. So if you've seen the urban grays, this one was urban gray before it was done. This one was factory black. To show you, I actually really love both of these guns. I actually have 3 of the CZ P-10 series. I have 2 C's and 1 F. On this one, I have 2 P-07s and 2 P-09s. So I really don't have a dog in this fight. I'm just trying to give you some information because I like both of them for different reasons. So first, let's go over this one. I'll show you how I have it upfitted. Again, it was all tricked out, milled in the front, had the sight channel or the barrel cut. These are the stock sights. So when you get the urban gray, these are the stock sights, and they actually do co-witness. And again, I do carry both of these guns. So there's that also. They do have the primary machine comp. This one is the stubby. This one is the regular. The P10 comp will not fit on the P-07. They are different, so keep that in mind. If you're buying a P10 comp or P-10C comp, buy a P-10C comp. Do not buy a P-07. They are different. So here we go. Let's get into it. What do I like about both of these? The mag compatibility. So you'll see, and I put different colors in this so you'll be able to tell. This is the shield arms +5. This is black. We'll take this one out. This one has the shield arms. Now these are factory P10 mags, I believe. But we'll actually take this one out. And this one is actually a P-07 mag, so it has the old cut. This is a P-10 mag. It has the dual cut, so there's a difference. However, these are both older models. So here's this one. It'll go in your P-10 gun and eject. It'll actually rack the slide back so everything works. You can see it. On this one, since it is the older one, it will take the single cut, so that works. Racks the slide back and holds it, so that'll work. Or it will actually take this one too. It'll take the new ones. So when you buy a new P-10C or the new P-10C or the new P-07, you will get the new dual cut mags, and they will work in both. So if you're thinking about having a double action, single action gun and a striker fire gun, why not get the P-07 and the P-10C for mag compatibility? That's an idea. You notice on this one it has the longer comp. You can get a longer or shorter, I believe. Another thing you'll notice, this one doesn't have sights on it. I've still carried it. I'm not afraid. This Holosun has been great. However, I'm going to put, the tall P-07 sight here, and then right there, if you can see it, a little notch right there, that is milled for a Glock. So that will be front of the RMR or the Holosun. So I will be putting a Glock sight there. I've just got to find the exact height that I want. and order those. So not a big deal. All right, on this one, why would you carry this one over that one? Some people are scared to carry a striker fire gun. So we're going to pretend this is loaded. We know that they're not. You're going to put that in there. You're going to rack it. Of course, if it had ammo in it, it would send it home. This one's set up with the decocker. However, on these are the this is the Omega trigger, so it comes with the safety also. So you carry it cocked and locked like a 1911, or you could decock it. So when you put it into your holster, if you're going to carry appendix or whatever, you can actually put your thumb on the back and you can load it into your holster. If anything is going to tap the trigger or start pushing the trigger, if you've got your thumb on it, I'm going to try to push the trigger. If you've got your thumb on it, see how the hammer's coming back? See? So if anything is going to grab the hammer, you're going to feel it in your thumb. So what you do is you press here, and as you push here, see, I can't physically, because I'm pushing everything I can on the hammer, so it won't let the hammer come back. If I were to load it and something caught the trigger, it's going to send it. So that's why some people really like carrying double action, single action, because they can put their thumb on the trigger as they're loading it into their holster. Or you can simply put it on your holster and then put the holster in your pants. That's what I always recommend doing, especially to new gun owners if they're not familiar with guns, or not that familiar. So there's that. They both shoot great. Both shoot super great. Really enjoy both of them. I will say this. The trigger on this one, it's all stock. You know, you can see all your take-up. Got quite a bit of take-up, which doesn't bother me. I'm actually very used to it. Pull it. You hit the wall. Once it hits the wall, it goes. Your reset. Trying to get you the best angle. There you go. And it kind of kicks the trigger out. I'll let you see that again. I'm not gonna see, it kind of throws the trigger out, which I really do like. It's a great trigger. I shoot very accurately with this gun. No issues. Okay, so there's that. Is it too light? No, I don't think it is at all. I think it comes in at like 4 pounds, 2 ounces. I've got a video on it. Y'all can check that out if you want to see it. On this one being all stock, it's not as bad as when it was new. It's got a ton of rounds through it, but the double action is pretty stout. I mean, I'm still going. So it's not a light trigger. However, the single action, letting it out, letting it out, letting it out, letting it out, there. Now when you're in single action, see, there's your take-up. You got a lot, or you know, just a lot of play. But once you hit the wall, I'm going to hold it and pull through. Okay, on your single action trigger is like 3 pounds, 8 ounces if I remember correctly. And I've got trigger pulls on it. You can check out the video on this one separately. I think it's like 3 pounds, 8 ounces. So really, on your double action, you're really only pulling this once. All the rest of your shots are going to be single action. So you're going to have light, crisp shots the rest of the time. This one, you're just going to have a constant trigger every single time. So on a striker fire, do you want this trigger every time, which is a nice trigger? Or do you want one heavy pull and then a lighter pull? The pull on this single action is lighter than this one. So that's something to think about. Are they both accurate? Yes. I've got videos on both of them. You can watch them. Rapid shooting this one with the comp, it's super flat. With the comp on this one, they're both super flat. I don't think you have to have a comp to shoot flat. Here's some other things. They both actually have pick rails. This one has a true pick rail. So this is just a Surefire. Put it on here, move it back, lock it in, you're good. Absolutely no movement. So if you want to run a light on it, you can run stream lights, Surefires, whatever you want. And they work great. With the comp, it extends it out, so you're good there. On this one, same light, put it on, lock it, no movement. They both lock up super nice with this light. And a stream light will too. So there's that. So you can carry lights on both of these, so you got your rails. So is there one that's better than the other? This one might teach you a little more trigger discipline, because you have to work through that really heavy double action and keep your sights on target as you're pulling through. So you've got to have a really good grip on it, you know, lock it down and then pull through, just so you get no movements with your sights. And I'm trying to do this through the camera. So that can teach you a little more trigger discipline, where this one is just a constant trigger all the time. So you're just gonna, you know, rack it and then just shoot it. So if you want something constant, get the CZ P-10C. If you want to learn a little more trigger discipline or a different type of trigger with a single action, double action, or double action, single action, get the P-07. Honestly, I say why not have both in your stable, because they share the same mags. You could buy these two guns and you could have your double action, single action, and your striker fire, and you would be able to work both triggers and learn them. So that's kind of my take. You can change the back straps on both of these. Comes with a small, medium, and a large, small, medium, and a large. So you can kind of fit it to your hand. I'll show you, I have XXL hands. So this will give you an idea. So there's that. It does hang off. So when I put the mag in here, if I were to slam this home, it can pinch my pinky. So it can. But with this on there, man, really nice full-size grip. So there's that. And we'll just actually compare these while we're at it. With this one, a little higher. So it's a little bit higher. So I wouldn't get the pinch. Trying to do it fast. Now comparing these, here you have a beaver tail, a true like 1911 type beaver tail. So it gets your hand way under there. You can both get really high, both of these guns, and they're both pretty low bore axis guns. This one is probably a little lower. This one has this big, meaty, blocky looking thing. However, you can see here, I can actually get higher on the gun on the P-07 if that matters to you. You know, there's the slide difference. Try to line them up. I'm putting them, if you can tell, I'm putting them to the top of the slide, to the top of the slide. See right there where the line is? So if you look, the P-07 is actually lower. It's hard to see. But the P-07 is a lower bore axis if that matters to you. As far as the size, I don't care if I scratch them up, they're tools. Trying to do grip to grip. So you got a little bit of a beaver tail hanging out there versus the other one you don't. They're the same, you know, basically the same type of trigger guards. This one might be a little bit lower. Same length without the comps. And your grip, you can see the difference right there with the orange. So I'm glad that's orange. It kind of shows through better. So this one is a little shorter, just a little bit. But there you go. I hope this video helps. Didn't mean to ramble. Just trying to give you the information in case you're considering either one of these guns or maybe both. So I appreciate y'all watching. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them below. And remember, an unarmed nation's a very weak nation, so we all got to carry on.